Currently on the screen is a video capture of a live streaming webcam located Margaret River. This was captured around 12:45 p.m. today. And looking at this webcam, not a place to be. Plenty of white caps. Anyway, welcome to a tropical weather bulletin from the Force 13's Australia Oceania channel, where the tropical scene is now developing. Bureau Meteorology over there in Perth, WA at 13:38 local time, updated their tropical cyclone 3-day outlook. Tropical low is now located near 11.0 degrees south, 94.2 degrees east, about 320 kilometres west of northwest of the Cocos Islands, and is currently tracking to the southwest at 15 kilometres an hour. Whilst it is likely to develop into a tropical cyclone Friday night or early Saturday morning, it is unlikely to directly impact the islands. And here's the latest NOAA floaters on Invest 95S. And the tropical low is increasing shower and thunderstorm activity in the area, but the conditions should ease during the weekend. Now, sea surface temperature is the mid to high 20 degrees Celsius. The system is likely to move westward out of the region during Saturday. However, Bureau is a little bit uncertain of its future direction, and they're saying that it could remain in the region. And for Saturday, percentages are high but decrease on Sunday and Monday. And here's a look at the satellite Himawari 8 rainbow view of the South Indian Ocean, and you can definitely see that Invest 95S is attempting to develop, and as the Bureau has stated, it should be a tropical cyclone later tonight, early Saturday. And closer to the Western Australia coast, again it's the northwest tip, northern region up to Darwin. A monsoon trough is expected to deepen to the north of Western Australia over the weekend, and a tropical low may develop in the trough, which increases the risk of a tropical cyclone for northern Western Australia mid to late next week. So, is the South Indian Ocean going to see two tropical cyclones on the radar? Here's the latest upper level divergence, and it's looking very healthy above 95S. It's up around 50 knots. Now we look at the latest wind shear. And if it was to track west-southwest, the environment would become less friendlier, going by the area in red. Now we look at the 24-hour shear tendency, and quite a bit of green and blue. And as I've mentioned previously, systems love that area. Now the 850 millibar vorticity, and it looks like it's a low pressure system to the south of Western Australia, and you can clearly see the picture changing for Invest 95, and 95 is located 10.7 degrees south, 94.0 degrees east. Maximum winds are 20 knots. Minimum central pressure 1007. However, that is more reliable than the Bureau of Meteorology, but in this case we go with the information from the Bureau, and the pressure is to drop below 1000 millibars. And thanks to Levi Cowan, the owner-operator of Tropical Tidbits, here's some tracks on Invest 95. And I have this feeling that it's going to curve back towards Australia's western coast, but it's far too early to say what's going to happen. However, it's the one that could develop the northern border region of WA and the Northern Territory. And here's a look at the Tropical Cyclone Formation Probability Guide, and it's the top end across to Gove into the northwest Gulf of Carpentaria. Now we have a look at various models. This is the ECMWF. And this is a 500 millibar geopotential height and pressure. And by looking at this, I'm looking at the northwest WA coast and the Coral Sea. And this is out to about 240 hours. The GFS model is the A50 millibar height and wind in knots and pressure. And this one is actually lending support to the earlier tropical cyclone. Could even track down towards Perth. And you can see the one over there in the Coral Sea. Now we have a look at the GFS for the South Indian Ocean and look at those low pressure systems. We know there is a tropical cyclone on the eastern coastal region of, apology for the pronunciation, Macadasa. Now we look at the CMC Canadian model. They've got a track on 95S. The Japanese Meteorology Agency, the UK Met, they're indicating 95 to become a tropical cyclone. So they're lending support to the position of the Bureau. This is the NCEP GFS. And sea surface temperature scale is the right hand side of the screen along with the intensity at the bottom of the screen. The Joint Typhoon Warning Centre, they've got it as a low, that's 95S. They are a few hours behind, and I say they will update their position. Now this is a look at the precipitable water, the GFS. Pivotal weather. Force 13's AU team will continue to bring updated information when it becomes available. And I should also mention the MJO pulse. It's also healthy, but it's not in our region as yet. Now we have a look at Australia as a whole. This is pressure and wind. and this one is indicating the Western Australia system.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.co.uk, at your service at any time. You can also find us on YouTube, the channel, search Force 13, all in text, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find us on Facebook at Force 13, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter. That's the handle
Skype,
to contact us there. You can also add Fool 13 on Skype, that's FOOL13, and add extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.